Lunatic on the CT side of Cash, and there's going to be Tvu picking up 2 quick frags, Invert with 1 as well, into Elige. So only Flosic left in this scenario, and you can see that Dumore is on the field. Scouts has been taken out of the scenario, is my understanding, as they're just opting to go with a bit of a frag roll and Dumore. So we'll see how that works out for them. And thus far, it looks really good for them. 7-0 again against Liquid. It is a bit of a CT-sided map here, but Liquid, they're going to go for a bit of a force here. Liege getting some armor, but do you need the IP, by the way? Or are you already in here, Laser?
Yes, I thought you were way smarter and just gave it to me preemptively.
I would never. I'm not that smart. You were thinking of the wrong sprawl here, as we can see Team Liquid moving over towards the A-bomb site. Again, save scenario, and they're just going to be smoking their way into this A-bomb site. Lunatic, they've got a nice setup, though. Drossel at forklift. It's going to be, actually, yeah, Drossel comes up with the first frag. I was looking at Drake there as he tried to spam into Squeaky, but Drossel actually dropped Nitro with the Tech 9 frag, but Tvu comes in with 2 of his own, eventually taken down, but it is going to be another CT-sided round as Lunatic is really running away with their CT half at the moment.
You're alone for the moment, Chad. I'm
all right, no worries.
trying to get my Kindling Wood Castaway Tom Hanks going, but I'm almost there.
Not a problem at all. That's actually one movie that I have seen. Thank goodness. Oh,
hey, you got a reference?
That was actually a good.
All right.
They paint up the volleyball and everything. It's awesome. I love that movie. Anyhow, good.
Poor Wilson.
Exactly, Wilson. All right, so we got Adren does have an op on the field. See if this comes into play. As working a bit of a default, bit of a spread out play on the Team Liquid front. Adren posted up in A main, but it's actually going to be Nitro. Finds 1 as they try and push aggressively into Squeaky, and he actually finds a second as well. Drossel and Drake combined cannot take down Nitro as he's got 16 hit points remaining, and the A-bomb site wide open. Invert is going to be playing from truck, so he's got a bit of an opportunity here, no pun intended, but the smoke comes in towards Forklift, and that's going to make him, or force him rather, to change positions at Elige. Gonna play that peekaboo game, comes around the corner at default box, takes him down, and this is looking prime for the T side to finally pick up a round. Tvu gets dropped, and actually a flawless one. Team Liquid finally come back and bring their first T round in, and again, without losing a single member. That's some good stuff. Adren, though, I didn't realize he is 008 style right now.
At least I missed the James Bond round, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Sad days. Sad days. Good days for Lunatic, though. If they win this one, I guess the saving grace for Liquid, though, is they survive with 5 players, so no matter what the scenario is, Liquid's going to be able to buy in the next. Lunatic, though, wow, I would never expect this score. I'm just joining this match as well as you guys are. 8-1? What is going on here? Liquid, you expect them to get way more from it. Now Liquid going, or Lunatic going for little adaptation as they aggress towards the B side, get 2 opening picks. Flosic and Fugly both go down, and then they boost into vents. Tricky stuff from Lunatic. Really hard to read if you're Liquid. Where do you go if you're Liquid now? You gone down both those players at B. Trying to go back towards mid. Looks like they want to head back towards B eventually. This is all going the way of Lunatic, though, and you know, I'm just jumping into this match as well as you are, Chad, but I don't know how Lunatic has done this to Liquid. If we played this match out 10 times, this would be the score maybe 1 time. Maybe I'm being a little bit hard on Lunatic, or I'm giving too much credit to Liquid, but I would never expect this.
This is a pretty dominant scoreline here, and it does look like Liquid's going to drop one of the rounds that's very critical to any T success after they pick up that first round, and with 25 seconds left, I think they're just going to save here as getting a 2-on-5 on a round like this that's going to decimate their economy in a lot of senses. Actually, they do have a little bit of a playlist. This is a scenario where they had so much loss bonus that it actually kind of works out in some ways, but not really in others, as they've got still only a single round for their favor. Adren's going to take down Tvu, but Elige gets dropped. Adren with another one onto Dumore, and at this point, the CT
he
economy...
He can't go down right here. Oh.
Yeah, he's going to find another one. Drossel, is he going to beat towards him? Oh, he gets dropped. That was so bizarre. Drossel landed a number of shots where it looked like blood was coming out, but no damage was being done, and finally Adren just drops. And like you stated...
Is that HLTV or something? He had 4 HP left.
Yeah, that was their Go TV, you mean?
Yeah.
HLTV.
I'm old, Chad. I have Alzheimer's. I don't know.
That was fantastic.
That's what it used to be called.
Yeah, I got you. I'm on the same page. You don't have to worry. As Liquid, again, they drop a round that was very critical to their T-side success. That being said, again, we had examined their monetary situation. They're able to buy in this one. Adren, though, losing that op means that he's carrying just a Tech 9, and they're currently closing the door on him as he's trying to work Squeaky. That was pretty frustrating, as anytime you try and open it to gather info, someone is there just to close it thereafter.
Right. Classic Gandalf. Just not allowing you through the door. However, Liquid do get the opening pick onto Drossel. Now Drake getting Molotovs out of position, enveloping all the way around Drake. 3 unanswered frags for Liquid. That is a perfect execution from them. They deal with the player up top, envelop around the bomb site, first of all isolating the player at quad, then dealing with the player that's rotating in from connector or CT, and that was just perfect execution from Liquid, and that's why, like, those type of plays from Liquid are why I expect the score to be drastically different. At least Liquid has 4 rounds in this situation generally with takes like that. So Lunatic, the fact that they've gotten this many rounds in, I guess it gives them a great chance in this match, and it's now surviving with 5 players once more. So the 2 rounds that we've seen Liquid win so far have been flawless, and that's a very peculiar stat. Because if you're down 9-0 or 8-1, whatever the score was, and then you win a round flawlessly, it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, it is a bit of a interesting situation, but Team Liquid, they do come up with their second, moving into round number 12 here. The CTs still with not much of an economy, to be honest. We got 5,300 on Drossel. That's going to be the extent of their savings. So big round for either side, as the T's actually have a little bit of bank in this situation. But again, rounds are sought after, so they do not want to drop anything, and they're going to try this wall of smoke strat out mid. And actually, they're doing what we saw for Keithstars in the pistol round, where they just push players through it, and then they're going for an A main play. So they take into the A bomb site and do so without losing too much. They only lose Nitro, and now on a 4-on-3. Things are looking a little bit bleak here for Lunatic in yet another round.
Looks like Lunatic expected them to switch up and go towards the B side, stacking a majority of their players over there, only having 1 mid and 1 towards A. So now Lunatic looking to retake here, still got a bit of money in their pockets. Tivu gets 1 traded out, but Fugly comes alive from Tractor, and now this last player up. Can't get it done. I was examining how Lunatic played that. The reason they stacked towards B, like after Liquid hit towards A numerous times, I'm really surprised that Lunatic went with that strategy, given what Liquid was doing. If they've hit towards A twice and have had a lot of success towards there, and then you stack towards B on what could be potentially your save round, you're not. From Liquid's vantage point, I don't know about that. It's I guess if they went towards B, they're geniuses, but if not, that's what happens.
Yeah, you can see an eco round coming out from the CT side, and actually they do get armor on 3 of their players. Drake's going to push through the mid-smoke, but capitalized upon by Fugly as he's boosted up on that red container. So first blood coming in quickly for Team Liquid, and again, this should be their 4th round, as long as no shenanigans come in. And they are actually approaching into a site with a lot of CTs and do more invert, both coming up with 1 for themselves, create a 3-on-3, and Drossel actually picks up an AK.
Yeah, wait a minute, though. Drossel now with the AK, suddenly Liquid realizes, it's not going our way over here. Let's go try the other bomb site, which is going to have Tivu waiting at the headshot spot. And if Liquid aren't careful about their approach, this is a spot that is unforgettable. You're going to peek this spot eventually, but he peeks out at a good time. Onto Fugly, what? And then he jumps up on top. Drossel goes down. Lunatic threw away this round, but wait, invert 1-on-1 here. Adren thinking about going for the plant, gets it, 12 HP remains. He's got to hit the op shot. He whiffs it. 4 HP remains on Adren. This is so pivotal for Liquid. Desperately need this. Adren trying to find the angle. He can't get it, and invert saves the day in a 1 versus 2. And Lunatic hitting the double-digit mark, and man, was that a close one.
Yeah, it really was. Winning on the eco. Lunatik come up big. Invert with that 3K. All started with that defense on that A-bomb site. And invert on that one-on-one. Great stuff. And like you'd stated, double digits now for Lunatik, moving up to 10. Now Liquid shooting for 5 on their T half, which still would be okay. I do feel like this map is a lot closer than that, though.
So
9, 6, 8, 7 and such. Yeah, half witch.
Half a sandwich.
Yeah, I would love a half witch right now. I'm not gonna lie,
that's
I would
instantly
go for
what I thought of.
4 half witches. That would be 2 whole sandwiches. That would be fantastic. But
So you want half a witch? Like I'm done. Okay, go on.
yeah, well, so many ways to spin that. As we can see the T side getting aggressive into B main early on. Tvu lurking behind the smoke here, playing at that posted up box. Pretty nice spot for himself, as he does have help from Dumore, but it's actually inside of the site. It's an interesting setup they play here, as Dumore's covering just in case they actually land in checkered, as Tvu is making sure that they don't get aggressive in B main. It actually boosts. Nice one-way smoke here for himself. Little does he know, Fugly close right for himself, and oh, he's gonna fall back, thinking he's got room for a pop flash, but again, Fugly in prime position. Now Dumore, only one on this bomb site. They do have a player up in heaven that's gonna be great, as well as Invert quickly rotating in, but Dumore will get dropped eventually, and it's gonna be a 4-on-2.
Wow, Fugly just hits Invert with the bayonet and then finishes off the round onto Drake. It was weird by the Lunatic. They went for the decisive early round play where they had the player in front of the B box, but if you don't get the kill and you go down there, what does it leave your teammate with? A whole lot of T's to deal with. And if you're in a 1 versus 4 in that scenario, you don't have anybody inside of the vents, you don't have anybody close enough on their way from CT to assist you. It's a big gambit, and if it doesn't work, then that's what happens. But thankfully for Liquid or Lunatic, that they already have, you know, the double digits on the board.
As we see Drake aggressively moved inside of the smoke in mid-main. He leaves, expecting to take down a player and boost. Little does he realize the Liege blindsides him from top mid. Dumore with 1 frag onto Fugly. They're taking towards, I believe they're going to go towards this A-bomb site. It's a little bit dangerous, though, is actually they are realizing, so rotating back towards mid, it's going to be Drossel to take down a Liege. Making things closer here, but the downside for the CT side is they are both on the A-bomb site as the bomb about to be set here on B, and without kits, time is of the essence.
Yeah, and the big problem being for Lunatic is one of the main spots you want to rotate from is the vents in this scenario, but vents not being broken. And I love the fact that Invert decides not to go through vents because he has to break them. Now coming in the site in Nitro, instant decapitation for both players, ending it at 10-5. Liquid best case scenario after Lunatic reached the double digits, but it's all going to come down to pistol round, man. If Lunatic can win it, probably looking at 13-5, and if Liquid can win it, 8-10, and then starting off with a good advantage with guns. Yeah, so much reliance on the pistol.
Huge pistol round here, and I'm going to let you guys know this game brought to you in part by Zowie Gear. If you're in the market for some new peripherals, need to upgrade your current setup, or you just want a little bit of a competitive edge, you're done using your standard default gear that came included with your computer or something to that effect, definitely check out ZowieGear.com, as they have the highest quality in peripherals. If you want something that's ambidextrous, the FK series mice are fantastic, or the EC series as well if you'd like something a little bit more ergonomic. But they got something for everybody there.
I'm a big snob when it comes down to my gear. I love my original stuff, but once I tried the Kamei, the mouse cord holder, I realized the error of my ways, and you really want one of them. If you ever play on numerous setups, if you don't have a mouse cord holder, it's really weird, like how minute but big of a difference it makes. But enough about Zowie. We're back in the
Liquid. They're going with an aggressive B-side play. Drossel's going to take advantage as he takes down one. The Liege onto Drossel, though. They trade, but now in an awkward spot as the smoke gets set down from the CT side.
And they run back? Crazy stuff. This is a flea flicker play from Lunatic here. And then they wait. They don't go back towards A. They wait for the rotate from Liquid, but Liquid's already vested in the fact that they think Lunatic's coming back towards B, which eventually they are. The crazy stuff, and then they get the opener. What a pistol round from both teams here. Still even, still anybody's round. Elige, last guy in the site, goes down. Flowsick there for the return frag. Still letting them have it from a Flowsick with 2. Invert trying to go for the bomb plant, trying to get what we can out of it. Now 21 HP, 1-on-2, getting flanked down to 6, trying to finish off Nitro. What a pistol round. And it's going to be Liquid, who eventually come away with it. And man, that was tumultuous.
That was very, very interesting as, again, we see that early engagement go down where both kind of stacks of players get into a bit of a skirmish or engagement, and then, yeah, the falling back of Lunatik and opting to head on back once again. It almost worked out for them, but Flowsick hitting some nice shots there on the pistol round means Team Liquid will take this one, and that means that we've got 2 CT-sided pistol rounds. So we missed Lunatik winning pistol, but they did win on their CT side. So now 1 pistol apiece. Lunatik, they are on the back foot, whereas Liquid going to try and even up the scoreline a little bit. As, again, Lunatik already in double digits. They're going to go for a B-side play, it looks like. They've got 1 player still in mid, but it's going to be Flowsick to find 2 early frags. Invert trying to something happen here from B main, but they're all going to get dropped. Not a single frag comes in from the T side, and they're just going to go for the 3rd round AKs here in the T side strategy. So I like it from Lunatik. Again, you can take advantage of the fact that the CTs have invested in a couple of these SMGs and even the FAMAS.
I think the highlight of that round, Chad, is your accidentally most gangster of puns.
What was it?
Pistol apiece.
Pistol apiece.
Do you not get that?
No, I'm lost. I'm sorry.
Oh, Chad, you're so white. It's beautiful. Anyways, Lunatik here. Now, gonna go ahead and force buy up early. They did get that bomb down, going for armor as well. And they want to eventually work out mid, eating a big flashbang. No peek behind it from Liquid. They do have 2 players inside of mid. And, oh, actually 3 players. I thought Elige was pushed up lower, but instead he's actually out mid. So a lot of investment here for Liquid out middle. And Lunatik, that's where they want to take from. They're trying to split onto A here. Little do they know that they're walking in to some deadly Liquid here.
Some deadly Liquid indeed, as it's going to be Drake to take down Elige. He finds a 2nd one in mid, make it a 3rd.
Okay.
Single-handedly, Drake just crushes the dreams in the round, at least for Liquid, as now Nitro and Flowsick. Last one's up. Nitro able to take down Dumore and grabs an AK for Zephyr. So 2-on-4, but the B-bomb site is going to be the contested one. And Flowsick and Nitro, they are nowhere near, and quite honestly, it looks like they're just already in safe territory. Nitro checking inside a Squeaky. Maybe they're just checking to see if it is going to be an A-side play, but nah, they're just going to close that Squeaky door and say end of round for now.
And just saving inside of the door here. Actually boosting up top. Chad, have you seen this before?
I haven't seen that one. I like it.
I feel like a big noob. Like this is one of the reasons that I love casting so much, is I get to steal all these things from the pro players at the top of the scene. Just get to steal all their ideas. And Flowsick up here. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to see any action of it, but anybody coming through that door would have been immediately disappointed, I gotta say.
Oh yeah, definitely. And there's actually another cool boost that I learned a long time ago. One of the first cool save spots that I learned here on Cash. There's a boost right as that exit to Squeaky going down that ramp. You can boost yourself up in that room as well. It's very tricky, but Team Liquid, again, they're gonna lose the 3rd round of this half.
I know the one.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool spot, but Lunatik, again,
unless you get killed by it, of course.
Yeah, definitely. Then it makes for a very crappy spot.
then your opponent's a noob and a camper.
Exactly. You did not deserve for wrecked, but it happened. As taking into the B bomb site, we've got Flowsick playing at the headshot pit angle. Drossel takes him down immediately, and they only play with a single player in B, and means that they've got heavy mid presence here and a quick rotate through vents, but Dumore's going to post up and try and stop that avenue of attack, but they let Fugly out, and he takes down 2 as... Oh man, Dumore had to be on point there.
Wow.
Oh, he makes up for it. Comes up with 2 for himself in this later situation. Now only Nitro.
Nitro trying to set this round on fire here in this clutch. 1-on-2, gets spotted by Invert, peeks out, takes out Dumore. Nitro, this man can game. One-on-one here. Invert left to save the day for Lunatik. Big round between these two teams. Nitro gets spotted on the way down. Peeking his way around on the left. One bullet separates him from victory. Invert! Oh my god! This man is a master at hide and seek, but did he sell it enough? 5 seconds remaining. Ooh, this one is going to be close, but I think Nitro has it. He's going to get the defuse. And Liquid barely squeaked that round away, but the way he played that, hiding around the corner, had he stayed more stagnant, I guess Nitro knew where he was, but eventually he'd peek it. But that was so clever, so tricky. So Halloween from, oh god, I forgot who that, well, I think it was Invert in that 1 versus 1, but crazy stuff.
Yeah, Invert and Nitro duking it out there. Will go to Nitro, so the 8th round comes in for the CT side, and will bring the winning success back to their front as 1T round came in. And again, now they have lost that last one. They are going to force up to keep the pressure on them. It's not a bad idea considering how much money they had to play with. Drossel, the only one without primary, but the Tech 9, it's still a decent weapon as the rest of the T's, AKs in hand, and they're already positioned in mid here. Dumore and Drake. Drake, once again, he is having a great T side right now. Just open up bomb sites left, right, and center. And even mid, obviously, as he found that one. But it is going to be Elige takes down Drossel, so we'll find one for themselves, as does Team Liquid. And Elige actually very posted up here, so gathers tons of information. The only downside is that there's no mid control, so they don't know if they drop into checkered, and that's where Dumore comes into the equation.
Yeah, that's the big divider here. Oh, man, it's not going to matter, though. Elige and Flowsick, frag apiece. And just Tvu and Drake remain for the time being in Liquid here. Looking better and better on their CT side. If Drake can't get any economic damage done, which he can't, Liquid surviving with 4. Lunatic's economy very broken. Now somewhat bolstering their own is Liquid. Oof. If Lunatic don't win this next gun round, and their next gun round is not going to be the best because they're going to have, what, 3 rounds lost bonus? Okay, I'm a noob. They're going to have a good gun round coming up in the next. But if they don't win this next gun round, I can't foresee any other anything else happening besides Liquid winning out. It's sadly enough. But Lunatic need this next gun round. If they can't do any economic damage here, they're in trouble.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to opt for 4 players coming out through Squeaky. Drake going to be coming from A main as he flashes towards quad. Adren comes in with the first frag, though, as he's got Fugly helping him out from highway, and all the frags making their way into the CT's laps and make it through absolutely flawlessly.
I like that Molotov, too.
I missed the Molotov, I'm not going to lie. Where did it land? It was probably right in front of my face, but...
it landed right before you enter the bomb site. It kind of just enveloped both from quad to the bomb plant spot.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Just to, like, cut off that avenue instead. Yeah, that's actually interesting because that's one of the avenues. Again, if you take a look at the bomb site A, yeah, you can boost up over red box, but if you take that out of the equation, there's 2 lanes that you're going to have to work. One, you're extremely exposed to truck and highway unless there's smokes there, and the other one, you're extremely exposed to quad, as well as players that are playing behind that default spawn. So you need to find some cool angles to work there, and again,
exactly.
like you were highlighting, that incendiary from the CT side cuts off one complete angle. So now they can boost or go forklift side, but if you've got a good hold, like they did, one up on balcony, one on highway, that means that avenue is pretty well shut down as well.
Yeah, you choose self-immolation or you bait your teammates and go around. You gotta pick your poison at that point. 6 stuff from Liquid, and now this is it for me. If Lunatic don't win this round, they are going to throw away their big lead. And not only do they have to win this round, they have to win the next, because Liquid is starting to gather a massive economy, and Liquid, and you have to fight favorites. You have to think Liquid is going to win this game if they win this round, based upon the players, the results, all that jazz. Everything is favoring Liquid here as long as they win this round.
And I think Scout's out of the situation. I don't know if I agree with them taking him out of the roster, as I think he was. Again, there's a lot of things that I don't know, not being in the team and such. But
Chad,
I
are
feel
you
like
calling
on the
somebody
side,
out?
I think that Scouts
Are
is
you
a hell of
calling
a
somebody
player.
out, Chad?
Right? Like, I don't know, man. I
I'm
don't
loving
know.
it. I'm loving it.
I like Dumore as a fragger, don't get me wrong, but I feel like Scouts, this is where he maybe came into play. Again, I can't know for certain because I wasn't on the roster, so I don't know if he had some highlight calls and scenarios in the T side like this, but at the moment, Lunatic needs something, and right now they are going to have Drake finding
What
one
a
into
pop
a leash.
flash.
As Fugly will be able to fire back, and Flosick to take down Drake. Drossel with a trade once again, so they get a bit of control of the B-bomb site, and by a bit, I mean it's only Drossel getting the bomb set with 3 CTs quickly colliding on his location. Actually, Adren doesn't even wait for his teammates. Maybe you could say a little bit of a confident play, but nonetheless, going to be Liquid picking up the round.
Yeah, I think the reason that Dren went for that is because his opponent was planning to bomb in that
Right.
scenario. So you either delay the bomb plant by killing yourself by going for the frag, potentially still trading on him, or you just win the round flat out. What I want to highlight though is from the Gargoyle Shroud spot for Liquid, they threw a pop flash towards a connector for Fugly, and that's something I haven't seen yet, and that's something that just put a big nerd smile on my face, because that was so clever. Like, Fugly in that situation, peeking from E-Box, flashing over from his teammate at Gargoyle, just amazing stuff from Liquid. And next level plays, however, they are already down a player, down 3 players. What is going on? Liquid trying to reclaim the advantage this round, instead just donating to Liquid all of their bodies.
Yeah, that was quite an easy play for Drake to make, as he just hides or just stays on the other side of the A main smoke. He probably was just waiting for it to dissipate, and little does he realize that, or apparently did realize, as he took down both players as they tried to bust through the smoke. And like you were saying, that was Liquid trying to gain the advantage back somewhere, and boy, did that backfire for them.
Oh my god, boy did that backfire. That was just charity at that point. Rushing through the smoke on top. It looked like they tried a pop flash, but somehow it just didn't affect Drake at all, and then he's just sitting there wondering, why are you guys being so nice to me right now? Just rushing through the smokes with your sides turned? I don't know. But now, making me eat my words once more is Lunatic here. So if they can take this round, probably looking at 14-11. Liquid's going to have to play out of their minds at that point. And talking about upsets in the group, we almost saw one in our previous game, but if Liquid lose to Lunatic here, you know, that throws a huge monkey wrench in the group stage.
Oh yeah, and this is actually a pretty interesting group, as we've got Affinity, we've got Team Liquid, Lunatic, and Elevate. So it's there's quite a bit of skill inside of that group. I like
man.
it.
Poor guys.
Yeah, no kidding. There's a lot of hot teams inside of there, but Lunatic, where are they going in this round? They've got a little bit of mid-presence. Actually, their mid-presence just 2 walls of smokes here, or 1 wall, I guess you could say. 2 smokes created, as they're not going to utilize it at all. Making them think it could be a B-side play as they send 3 players over there. And the more frags they get in this little fake, the better. As we can see, it is pulling every player off of that bomb site. Hey, Nitro, though, he's going to be wise to the situation. Still playing at the default box, takes down Tivu. And now it's only Invert to deal with the bomb carrier. And he's going to have to try and find this frag onto Invert, or rather onto Nitro early, and he doesn't do so. Now Nitro in a spot where he can reposition and try and take another duel against the next T, who decides to come into his sight. And that's Drossel. Wow, what a shot, though.
And Drake on his way. His teammate goes down. 5 seconds remaining, unless he instantly headshots both these players. Yeah, it's not going to be the case. I was hoping, reaching for a crazy situation, but I'm not going to get it. 12-12. And Liquid winning a very important round, taking a look at the economics behind it. Lunatic, and they have enough to force. So it's, you know, big decision time for them. Either they buy out here and, you know, keep their foot on the throat of Liquid and try to just drive it on home immediately, or they take the safe route and give Liquid a round or two and then try to win out. Like, what's the best decision? You know, teams ride or die by these decisions. You can reference, like, you know, Envy versus Fnatic, like about a year ago, where Envy would just force buy all the time, and it eventually bit them when they played Fnatic. But when it works, it's amazing. So Lunatic going with the more safe route, and now losing as a result. Ooh, Fugly, nice flick. A Dren going off with the AWP. That's 3 for him. Tivu gets a little, consolatory frag onto Fugly, but quickly met with the 4K by a Dren. So, Liquid up 13-12, and Lunatic, how many gun rounds they got left? 2. And if they don't win either of those, Liquid's going to be taking it.
Yeah, it's looking good here for Liquid as, they were down coming into the half, but that pistol round and obviously the CT half they've had thus far has brought them right back into things and in prime position to close things out. And I do want to let you guys know we've got a pushed-up B play is what I want to let you guys know is that's going to be Liquid picking up a number of frags here. It's only Dumore and Tivu left. Dumore will be able to drop Flowsick as Tivu still lurking in the mid warehouse. All the CTs have made it over here, and you can see they send multiple out of the vents just to make certain that they take down Dumore. Now Tivu 1 versus 3 scenario is going to lurk slowly up through B main. Adren on a single hit point. How? I have no idea how Adren made that jump, as again, with a single hit point and like 5 bullets. The fact that he doesn't hit a single bullet there, that is very surprising. But Nitro takes him down thereafter, and what I was going to get at, I want to let you guys know we've got Ace Gaming coming up versus Keyed Stars, our last match, of our group stages for today. And again, it's coming up right after this.
Jumping into that, or are they waiting for us?
I think that they're waiting for us, so we'll get some clarification there, but my understanding is, yeah, they should be waiting for us, so stay tuned for that. But we do have the conclusion of this map still underway. Lunatic dropped that round, now in eco territory. It should be Lunatic moving up to 15 here, unless some shenanigans come out from the Lunatic front.
Yes, shenanigans, tomfoolery, what have you. Those are the only 2 similar words I know for that reference, but Elige peeks up over up top. What? Okay, he gets the 4th. Elige on this round goes for the boost. Do you expect he gets the 8th? This is crazy.
Wow.
From Liquid. On that round, Liquid knows Lunatic's gonna have to save. So what is the least thing you expect to happen? A boost over top mid on an anti-eco round? Elige is out of his mind.
Yeah, that was a very cool play to decide to do in that scenario. Again, like you were stating, it's an eco round for Lunatic. They might even be playing slow on their end as they're trying to talk about how the next rifle round's going to go.
If we're matchmaking, that guy's a cheater in my eyes.
Right, and you're just like, that's not right. And Elige, once again, he's going to take down 2. Finally, Invert able to take him down as he pushes through mid with his SG. He's dropped down to 28, though, and Flowsick behind enemy lines drops the bomb carrier and Drossel. And quite honestly, that should be all she wrote. Invert way out of position in mid. They've got one player in Tivu. Finally, it is going to be Invert who finds his second, but in a 1-on-3 with 25 hit points, or 28, I guess, it's looking pretty darn bleak for him here.
Learn to read, Chad. It's 26.
All right.
Or is that 28?
No, it is 28. You learned to read.
Okay, I'm going back to school, but 1-on-3 here for Invert. And, man, I don't know why he has a Krieg, but he's got it. Now, going back towards spawn, he's going to get met by Nitro. They exchange fire, and if Invert doesn't get that kill immediately, that's going to be all she wrote. So, Liquid, in a very exciting match, 16-12. It looked like Lunatic had a chance, but Liquid proving their way.